It is with great joy that I want to welcome you to Kayrand Impact Platform Seminar Talk. Today we'll be considering an amazing topic that has to do with every one of us. Yeah, and in fact, a lot of us will like this to happen in our life very early enough, and that is talking about succeeding early in life. The truth of the matter is that nobody has come here to fail. Nobody has come here to remain stagnant. Nobody has come here to go backward in life. Every one of us wants to succeed. And it is sweet if we can do this early enough in life. All right. So I will be sharing with you three steps that will make you achieve success early in life. I wish I knew this while I was much younger than this. I wish I had someone that would just tell me, guy, this is the way to go. This would have helped me. I would have gone further than this. Well, I still thank God for where I am currently, and I'm still trusting God that God is taking me places. But it's good when you start your journey early enough in life. There is no rule that says that you cannot be successful at a certain age. There's no rule that is saying that, oh, you must cross this particular age before you begin to become successful. That's just the truth. But we oftentimes wake up to this reality late in life. And at that point, a lot of people can still not find their bearing. They just, try to manage life all through. I don't want this to happen to you. And that is the major reason why I've put up this program. So please and please, I would like you to follow me as I will be walking you through the three major steps that you need to take so that you will succeed early in life. If you need to pen down things, why not do so? All right, you just get your writing material and make sure you are penning down things as I'm talking. It is important for you to know this if you want to succeed early in life. So let's get started, guys. All right, so the first thing I would like us to pay attention to is to even understand the word success. What is success? Because if you don't know the meaning of something, okay, getting to achieve it may be difficult for you, and that's the basic truth. Then I went online just to search for different definitions of success that we have there, but there's this one that got my attention the most. And please listen. It reads, success is the accomplishment of an aim or purpose. I take that again. Success is the accomplishment of an aim or purpose. All right. So talking about success here, it is telling us that you are completing a task. You are actually making a completion of a task. It is not just something that you do halfway. There is no 80% in success. There is no 90% in success. Either you score 100 or you score below, which is equivalent to what in the world of success we count zero. Okay, so it is an accomplishment. You must finish it of an aim or a purpose. All right, so looking at the other part of the definition, talking about aim and purpose, that means you must have something in view. You must be focusing on something. Before you talk about success, that means in your mind you have sat down, you have reasoned it, you have thought about it. Oh, I want to get this. It's like you shooting a gun, all right? So there's a need for you to focus before you pull the trigger. And that is the word. So you see, in life, most of us have not really found this thing to focus on. A lot of us have not really found what to aim at. We don't really know the purpose of our existence. We are just pulling trigger, and every day you live is like you pulling a trigger. And the saddest part is this: we are like gone. The more you pull the trigger, the more you are wasting bullets, and each bullet can be equivalent to the number of years that each one of us will spend on this planet Earth. All right, so let's say a bullet is equivalent to the year that you spend. So for some of us, we have 100 bullets, 100 years. Some other people have 50. Some other people have less than that. You never can tell. Only God knows what the future holds. Only God knows how long we'll all be here. But the point is this: there's a reason why God planted you here, and that is the aim. That is the purpose. All right. So if you don't know it, you will just be wasting the trigger. So we can as well just put this word success this way. All right. It is for you to know what you want. All right. And then ultimately go for it until you succeed at it, until you accomplish the task. It's not something you want to do halfway. It's not something you just want to have a taste of it and then back out. And let me also say this for quite a number of young people out there today, we are already lost in this kind of lifestyle of you try something a bit, you pull out. You go for another one, then you pull out again. You go for another one, and then you pull out. So please and please, if you must succeed in life, it is a function of you having an aim. It is a function of you having a purpose, and then you go for it with all your strength, with all your resources, with all your time, with everything that you have. Why? Because you are aiming at accomplishing that particular task. So, since we have now known what success is, I would like us to dive to the next thing, which is very, very important. I would like to just put it this way, that things that success is not, that most of us have assumed that that is what success is. And funny enough, people in their 60s, people in their 70s are still, all right, lost in this. They feel this is what success is, but in the real sense, that is not what success is. It will shock you that these five things that I'm going to be listing out in a moment are things that success is not. But over the years, over the time, we have all believed that is what success is. No, that is not what success really means. And there are no steps to be taken so that you can accomplish being successful in life. Many of us are lost in doing this for years, and that's the craziest part. So please and please, I want you to focus on this. We are going to be looking at what success is not before we go into the three steps that you need to take to be successful in whatsoever you do in life. Very early, most importantly, to succeed at doing them very early. So let's look at the first one, what success is not. The first one that I have on the list here is that success is not growing old. You will not become successful in life simply because you are passing out time, all right? Because you are just growing. And just assume because you are growing, you become successful. Many of us had this, or some of us still have it. This belief that, oh, when I become 20 something, I will now make it. When I become 40 something, then I will now make it. It is not so. It's not going to happen that way. You won't become successful simply because you are growing old. Of course, you need to be alive to make success happen, but that is not what success entails. If you live your life based on, oh, let me just be living, I know miracle will happen, I know something will happen tomorrow. As I grow older, I will just jump one good luck somewhere. As I grow older, this kind of crazy dreams that we had while we were young, thinking that you just close your eyes and open your eyes, you find yourself in an amazing, apartment, or you'll be walking down the street and you find a box, opening it is filled up with dollars. Come on, stop that. Success will not happen to you simply because you are growing old. I want you to take note of this because a lot of us, that is how we've been living. We are just passing away time. You don't know that each day that God is giving you is an opportunity to build yourself, to move closer to your goal, to move closer to your aim, to move closer to the purpose, all right, and then ultimately to fulfill it. But we are just feeling no, I will just grow old and then become rich. It will not happen that way. Let me tell you another thing that success is not. Success is not accumulation of certificates. This is very, very important. There are many people that exist in our world today, and they have this belief that, see, once I go to school, I graduate, I have certificates, automatically life will become favorable to me, I'll become successful. It's a big lie. And some of you can bear me witness. Probably you have done your first degree. Most likely you have done the second degree. The satisfaction is not there. And for quite a number of us, you walk up to some of your uncles or someone that you feel can assist you to start life. And the next thing they will be telling you, oh, go do your master's. This is not enough. That is not enough. Guy, come to reason it. The richest man that exists in this country, Nigeria, is not the most certificate accumulated man. Let me use that word. All right. So he's not. You don't become successful simply because you go to school, graduate, and then you have certificates. You accumulate them. And in your mind, you feel you will succeed accumulating certificates. And that's the saddest part. You know why? Because most of us will wait till when we are done with school. When you are finished collecting those certificates, you now feel okay. That is when you should start becoming successful. You should start making money. That is when your brain will wake up. And funnily, we live in a world, all right, where even getting job with your certificate is very difficult. If you live in this part of the world, Africa, you will go to school, finish school, to get certificate is another prayer point. We should not be. All right. So many of us are trapped with this. We just keep on accumulating certificates. I was once like you. In fact, let me shock you. When I finished school and then I started working, okay, then I just suddenly realized that wait, oh, this certificate is not necessarily needed in the field. That's the truth. Now, those that will use you are those that need your certificate. In the real you trying to make out success in life, life will not need your certificate. Let me give you an example. When I finished school and then I was looking out for job, I applied for the job. That's the only place they ever requested, oh, let me see your certificate. Oh, your NYSC store. Are you professionally certified for the field? Of course, I gave them all my documents. But after a while working in that field, okay, and I'm not satisfied with what I'm seeing, I had to resign and then pull out. Then I started something on my own. Should I shock you, since I've been practicing on my own, I have not seen a client that will give me a job that will tell me, go and bring your certificate. Not one. Not one. And many of you will bear me witness to this fact. So it's like the system of this world designed certificate, okay, to be something that will prepare you to be used by somebody else. All right, so if somebody that want to use you, that will request for your certificate. You, if you want to use yourself, let's say you want to start a business, will you ask yourself for your certificate? No. If you are truly giving value to people out there, you don't care about their certificates. We're all buying down with this cement. Are you asking of the guy's certificate? No. You go to fuel station, you buy fuel. Are you asking of the owner of the fuel station certificate before you buy? No. Oh, that's too far. You have masons, you have carpenters that come to your house to work for you. Have you ever bothered to ask them of their certificate of, apprenticeship? No. And that is the true fact with life. I also train students on graphics design, and you see some of them are keen with just having certificate. Would you give us certificate? I keep on telling them, see, your skill supersedes your certificate. Your certificate will not necessarily keep you in the game. It may only make somebody that want to use you to see you. That's all. So please and please, if you want to be successful in life, you must shift your attention and your focus away from just merely accumulating certificates. It won't take you anywhere in the field of success. Let's look at another one so that I won't waste both of your time. All right. So success has nothing to do with the background you come from. I have seen so many people that blame their not being successful to the fact that they came from a very poor background. Oh, we don't have a silver spoon. If you don't have, make one. All right? If you don't have, make one. Is anything stopping you to make your own silver spoon? Must you be given? And I like this guy, in Nigeria, Davido. Despite the fact that this guy is coming from a wealthy background, he's not allowing that to tie him down. Is working himself out in the field of success. Whether we like it or not, knowing how to sing did not just jump on him because he came from a rich home. No. He went through the pain of knowing how to sing. He subjected himself to learning one or two things. And you know the funniest thing? Most of us did not even know the Adeliki's family until Davido emerged. Don't feel because you come from a wealthy background, that is what will now make you successful. If you are riding on your father's success, that's not success. And if you feel your father is not having money or your mother is not having money or you don't have a rich relatives and all that, that's why you are not successful. That's not an excuse. It is not success. If you do the three things that I'm going to list out subsequently, okay, whether you are from a rich background, you are from a poor background, success will answer to you in no time, early enough in life. So please and please, I am begging you, because I know I have young minds listening to me on this platform. Delete the mentality that you are not making it simply because your parents are not rich. Delete the mentality that you are not making it because there's no uncle there to help you out there. It's a lie. Delete it. It won't take you anywhere. If you want to succeed, you must have the mentality that my background has no contribution to me making it or not making it. If you go check the profile of those that eventually emerge successful in our day, not, in fact, many of them did not even come from a wealthy background. If you hear their story, you'll be shocked. All right, so let's move to the next one. And this one is also very, very important. You will not become successful simply because you have good morals or simply because you have good behavior. No, behavior won't get you success. That's the truth. You just simply wake up in the morning, you greet everyone that goes to work. Good morning, sir. Welcome back. Oh, they are coming back from work. You rush to collect bags from them. Oh, you are nice. You are this. Just being nice. Let me even use that word. Just being nice will never grant you success. Success is what you have when you do the right thing. So just merely having good morals, okay, will not define you being successful or not. In this part of this country, the Yoruba culture, we really celebrate the fact that people respect themselves a lot. In fact, one of those things that is common with people from Nigeria is greetings. Good morning, good afternoon. In Yoruba culture, there's greetings for virtually everything that you do. You cough, there is greeting. You are eating, there is greeting. You are sleeping, there is greeting. You are yawning, there is greeting. There is nothing you do that we don't have greetings for. All right, so move to the Western world. The craziest part that this guy, they don't even send you a greeting. Morning, morning, everybody's to work. Did you get it? So you that you have these morals, are you richer than them? Is your country richer than that country where they don't even have time for greetings? Where they don't even have time for respect as such? Let me use that word. Because some of us are keen with titles. The reason why some of us are even going to study what we're studying is because you just want that title behind your name. At the moment somebody is greeting you and is not attaching that title, there's trouble. Don't you know I'm a professor? Don't you know I'm a doctor? This. Don't you know I'm bishop? That. Over there, they don't care. And let me sink to this to your hearing. If you must rise, there are certain things you will lose in life. That's another topic for another day. One of it is you will lose title. In the real sense, you will lose respect. With due respect. All right. So if most of us are going to talk about the president of this country, who cares to put title that president this? You just call his name straight up, Tinubu. In fact, you have acronym for him, BAT or Ashiwaju. Is he your mate? Do you understand? But these are some of the things you will face as you go up in life. If you want to be successful, you will lose title. Those certificates you feel you accumulate, nobody will call you by them. Your name straight up. So you won't become successful simply because you have good morals. It is part of what will keep success, but it may not necessarily grant you success in life. And in most cases, whether it is presence or it is not presence, if you are offering value to the society, nobody cares about your moral, they will buy your products. So success is not a function of good morals, though you need to have it. All right, so let me give you the last one. There are many more things that I need to say when it comes to what success is not, but I just want to stop with this last one so that we can move to the major reason why we are holding this particular talk. Okay, so the last one is very, very sensitive, and I want to believe that people will not get me wrongly, especially people of religion, people that take religion to the extreme. And it is important that we also emphasize that this will not be the reason why you will be successful in life. Okay, so you will not be successful simply because you are depending only on prayer. We live in a part of the world whereby there are many religious activities. There's early morning this, there's early morning that, there's midday this, midday that, there's late night this, late night that. Currently, there's an event going on, Hallelujah Challenge. I have been joining. I joined on regular basis, and I know quite a number of people, millions of people are joining all over the world. But the crazy part of it is this: we have substituted the part that we should play when it comes to success with just praying. People feel praying and then folding their hands, miracle will just happen. Should I submit the honest truth to you? You will not become successful praying alone. See, one thing that we forget to acknowledge and recognize is this. You see, God created this world. And for Christians, I don't know, for those that are Muslims, maybe the story is the same thing. But let me say from the perspective of where I am coming from. He created this world in 6 days. If you go read your scriptures very well in Genesis, there was no event where prayer was made before he even started the work. He worked the 6th day. Then it was on the 7th day we had something that looked like religious activity. He worshipped. He rested and then he worshiped. We actually call it rest, but the point is this: we signify it to be, it was after the 6th day, the 7th day, he rested, he worshipped. What is this teaching us? There are principles that God has laid down, and in the real sense, life is governed by principles. You can't substitute principles with prayers. You cannot. These same principles are principles that God Himself laid down. Let me give you an example. He said, if you guys want food, you plant, then you harvest. How do you plant? Go get a seed, put it inside the ground, of course, a fertile ground, all right? And then do the needful, water it, or you wait for rainy season and then let the natural water just help you water it. And you just remove weeds and all that. Go back in the next few days or few months now. You have your maize or you have your whatsoever you must have planted fully grown. And then you're harvesting it. Why are you not waiting to just pray without planting so that those things will just happen? Why are you not doing what you are supposed to do and then replace it with prayer and feel food will just happen? It's a common sense. It is the same God that gave us all this stuff. It is the same God that gave us all this principle. And should I even shock you the most? The essence why God created prayer wasn't for us to question Him all the time. If you have, let's say you are a father and then you have children, and there's one, each time he comes to you, it's just to ask you something, you will not like the presence of that guy. Should I shock you? Maybe as an individual, God is even not enjoying your presence because each time you appear, you are always asking, asking, asking. You ignore the principles of getting results only to resolve back into prayer of asking. Meanwhile, prayer in the real sense should be that you are worshiping God. So I am taking my time on this last point so that I can emphasize very well why you are not succeeding despite the fact that you are praying. It is because you ignore the principles of God. You are embracing the prayer part of it. And prayer will only work on something. So if you don't have anything done and you are simply just praying, it won't happen to you. Let me give you another example. You did not buy exam form. You did not apply to any university, and you think by miracle somebody will just walk up to your house and give you admission letter. It doesn't work that way. So in as much as we believe all these small, small examples that I gave you of planting, gaining admission, it is the same thing with success in life. There's nothing you want to become that somebody has not become before. That's the truth. It's just that we just have a revised standard of what people are becoming. There have always been graphic designers from time immemorial. There have always been journalists from time immemorial. There have always been, means of transportation from time immemorial and all those stuff. Just that it has metamorphosized into something modern that we are all enjoying better this day. So go check, how did these people get results? Most of them it's not even most of them, majority of them did not only just leverage on praying, 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 praying. I am not ignoring the miraculous part of God trying to do something, out of human comprehension or principles that He Himself gave us. But those things don't happen all the time. I give you an example. Red Sea was parted. Since you were giving birth, to how many times have they parted Red Sea? Did you ever hear anybody parting Red Sea? There were instances in the scriptures where we read miraculous food being given to children of Israel. You, since you've been here, have you ever heard the incidents of it happening? The game is simple. God put principles in place so that when we follow them, all right, we will get results. And of all the things that God created, it's only human beings that behave this way. They want to use the wrong way to get a result of what God actually has given us, the direct way to get the results. Another challenge I want to put to you this year, most of you have not missed early morning prayers from your church, from your mosques. You do it religiously. Good kudos to you. You are doing well, you are doing great. But let me ask you, from January till now, how many trainings have you gone for in your field? How many seminars have you attended that will help you stand better in the marketplace? You are a student. Do you truly give time reading, studying your books like the way you wake up in the morning and do this prayer? So if all you are banking on is prayer, I am sorry to tell you that you will find it difficult to succeed in life. Nobody becomes world richest by just praying. They had things that they did, or they had things that they are doing, which I'm going to reveal to you shortly. Please and please take note, prayer is like salt in every food. It is needed to preserve, to protect, to make sweeter, to make better. But nobody eats salt alone. I hope that is making sense to you. Let me repeat it again. Prayer is like salt in every food. It is needed to make it sweeter, to preserve it, okay, to make it to kill germs and to do a whole lot of, to give it a good taste. But you don't eat salt alone. It is dangerous. So if all you are banking on is prayer, I am sorry. Whether you're a Muslim, you're a Christian, I don't care about your religion. If all you do is prayer and you don't have any work on ground that prayer can work on, success will be a mirage. Right. So having laid those foundations, that I've just given you, I would like us to now quickly consider what steps you need to take to become successful in life. Now, before I dive into that, permit me to add this. You see, all these things that I listed to you, that they are not what definition of success is. You need them, right? You need them. It's just like we say human being. Your clothes is not part of you. But the truth of the matter, you need clothes to cover your nakedness. Okay? You need clothes to cover your nakedness. So all these things that I've mentioned, getting hold, you need to be alive to be successful. The second one, certificate. You need to have knowledge in a particular field to be successful. All right. So You equally need to, of course, come from a background, whether rich or poor, to be successful in life. You won't just fall from anywhere. All right. So you need to come through a background. You equally need good morals to keep relationships and all that. No issue. All right. To be successful. And you as well need the place of God, which is prayer, inviting God into whatsoever you are doing. But what I'm trying to say is that doing all this alone will not make you successful. They need to act on something. And what they will act on is what I'm about to say to you. The 3 steps that you must take. Whether you're a Christian, you're a Muslim, these 3 steps that I'm talking about, if a 4-year-old boy is taking it and somebody that is 40-year-old guy has ignored these steps all the number of years he has lived, he will not be successful. That 4-year-old boy will be successful. That is why if you go to a bank, you can open an account for a newborn baby today. Bank will open it. What is that telling you? If you like be one day old, you are ripe to make money. You are eligible to make money. And if you like be 1,000 years old, if you don't do what you need to do, you will be eligible to make money, but you may not make it. All right, so let's go to the first one. The number one step that anybody that is succeeding, that has succeeded, and that will succeed in life must do is to look for a template or a model of what he wants to become. Now, let's go back to what our definition of success is. Success is the accomplishment of an aim or purpose. There is something you are aiming at. There is something you want to become. There is something you are hoping that, oh, this should be my end result. Let's say you are a student. You are hoping to become the best in your class. You are not the first person that wants to become that. Somebody has become that already. That guy that has become that is a template to you. That individual that has become that is a model to you. If you do exactly what that guy did, you will have the same result. Let me give you an example. We all know Cristiano Ronaldo and we all know Mbappe from France. All right, so Mbappe decided to make Cristiano Ronaldo his model. His pattern of celebration after scoring ball, he copied the guy. In fact, some of the ways he does his things on the pitch of play is just like Cristiano Ronaldo. And we can see that he recorded success similar to Cristiano Ronaldo just by copying him, just by making him a template, doing what exactly this guy is doing. So you must have a template of what you want to become. I teach you guys graphics design, okay, for some of you that are in my graphics design course, and I also teach some of you video editing in case you want to know. If you're interested, of course, you can reach out to any number on this platform and then get in touch with us, and then you can be enrolled for the training. Now, how did you get to know that, oh, you want to do this? It is because you have the mind. I want to do this, so I'm looking for who can show me how to do it. And the first thing you did was actually to see my advert somewhere and then you click it. You see, this first stage of success, it is easy for everybody. It is easy for you to just pick somebody to become your template. It is easy for you to just pick somebody to become your model. I don't want to go into the word role models and all those stuff. No, just let us just stay with template and model. It's possible they are physically, yes, possible they are even dead, just that you are reading their books to study how they did things. All right, so please and please, everybody gets to this point, but I can guarantee you not everybody will move to the next stage. But in as much as this first stage is important, I want you to have it at the back of your mind that if you have a model, if you have a template that you are following, it will be very difficult for you to fail. But if you don't have a model, if you don't have a template, you may end up doing the wrong thing. It's like building a house. There must be a plan that the engineer on site is following. If that plan is not there, it will be a guesswork and it may not. I am not saying you will not end up building a house, but you may end up not building what is okay. And even if you end up building what is okay, you would have gone through some stress that you should have avoided if you have gone through building the house using a plan. So please and please, I want you to establish the fact and then realize that the first step to succeed in anything you want to do in life is to get a model. You want to do a business of water factory? There's somebody that have done it before. Go study them. Go meet that template and all that. So please and please, this is the first step. So let's move to the second one. The second thing that you need to do if you have gotten a template, all right, is to begin to study, all right, what the template is doing. You move from seeing it, oh, I like this, let me study. Now, this is where most of us get it wrong. We thought studying will be free. We thought studying will be easy. We thought studying will be something that is with, I can take it with levity. We thought studying is something that you will do at your will. Today I do it, tomorrow I'm not doing it. And it is reflecting, let me use my graphic design as an example. Many of you came, join my possibly the free webinar that I had. Oh, this, and that. And let me reemphasize this to many people here. You see anything called free training online? They are to show you the possibility in you, to show you the potential in you. It is not substantial enough to make you become a professional in that field. It's like instead of you to go and look for a template, the template is now coming to tell you, see, look at me. I can make you to become what you want to become. But the moment the template is now subjecting to you that, oh, come and learn further. And there is always a cost attached to knowing in life. It is because of the way we grew up. Some people were responsible for the cost of our knowing. That is why we grew up, especially young minds, and then we feel knowing should be free. You went to primary school, you never paid 1 naira. Your parents paid for you. Secondary school, you never paid. They paid for you. Higher institution, the same thing. And the craziest part is this: after you left university, you to now carry your own money to train yourself further on some other important things that you need to know. People become stingy with their own destiny. It is important for you to know, guys, that if you only stop at stage one, which is what I mentioned, looking for a template that all of us can easily find. It is easy with the world of internet now. To get a template to follow is never difficult, and you turn back, you will never be successful. I would like to use an illustration also of a man of God in this country. Okay, I've used Davido, so let me go to something that looks spiritual and small. David Oyedepo. I believe all of us should know him. The man said something that when he was going to start Covenant University, he traveled down to study a particular university outside the country that he liked. And he came back. And that's the result that we are all seeing. Did you think going there was free? No. I am sure you must have booked appointment to see one or two people there. Do you think all those things will come out of, oh, I just want to see you, sir, and those people will abandon what they are doing? He must have made sacrifices to get all these things done. See, guys, let me tell you the truth. If you must know, you must be ready to pay. Payment is not just your time. Most times it will take your resources. And when I'm talking about your resources, it will cost you money. If you want to know on a free of charge platform, you are not ready for greatness. Dangote today did not study chemical engineering. I'm not even sure he studied anything relating to engineering, but he has refineries that professor of chemical engineering don't have. It is not because he does not have certificate or what have you. It is because he cited a template, a model. He went further to study. Studying that template cost him something. If you sit him down, he will tell you this. So please and please, I'm talking to young minds in this meeting. which I am believing God that in the next 1 year, your life should completely take a turn around. And this will only happen if you are going to do this that I'm telling you. You will not become successful by only admiring templates. You will be successful by paying the sacrifice to know. Like I cited an example of a water factory. If you want to start a water factory business, do your due diligence to know a water factory that is making wave. It may not be in your neighborhood. It may require you travel outside your location. Go there, pay the sacrifice to know. If it will cost you to pay the manager on duty, to pay one or two persons that will give you what makes that place, to function the way it is functioning, do it. Not just that alone. You want to learn how to sell hair. You're a lady, you want to sell hair. That's your business. Don't just think, oh, I'll just go to market, buy something, and then come to my WhatsApp DM and then start selling. You may end up not selling. Go study people that are making waves. How are they doing it? It may require you to tell them, I don't mind what it will cost if it is for me to pay you to teach me. Please, I want to learn this stuff. If you fail in this second stage, you can ultimately not graduate to the third stage. And this is where the problem is. Many people come to the fourth stage because it is free. It is accessible to all. Not many people can go through the second stage, so they want to jump to the third stage. And that is why they end up having issue at the end of the day. Now, I've talked about looking for templates, then I've also talked about studying the template. The last stage is where you are going to manifest success, which is the third step. Do exactly what the template is doing. Let me use this example again. We're all giving birth to, and the time they gave birth to us, we could not see anything. Do you understand? All right, so, but over time, newborn babies around, they will study their environment, observe, and in no time, without going to any recognized university in the world, they will start speaking the exact language that people around them are speaking. Why? Because they have studied the environment, and by the time they start speaking, they start saying first what the environment is saying. So to that effect, let's say somebody give birth to, or let's say Chinese couple, give birth to their baby, by whatsoever reason, the baby just suddenly, is moved to Nigeria, to one Hausa man's house, and that's where they've been taking care of the baby till the guy grew up. The color may not necessarily change. His kind of hair texture may not necessarily change. But I can tell you for real, by the time that baby starts speaking, Chinese boy will speak Hausa fluently. He will not be able to speak his language. What is that telling you? It does not matter where you are giving birth to. It does not matter what your background is. If you can subject yourself to identifying a template, move into the circle of that template to study it. With time, we start getting the same result of that template. It is nature. It is nature. This will not happen because you are praying. Just because you are praying, mind you. This will not happen just because you accumulate certificates. Like I just gave you an example of a Chinese boy brought to a Hausa man's house. If the Chinese boy remains with the Chinese man, there's no amount of speaking in tongues that will make the Chinese boy to begin to speak Hausa, from that Chinese compound. There's no amount of certificate that will make the boy to begin to speak like an infant. He can grow up and then go to study other things, and then he can now start doing it. But that will be difficult and stressful. He will pay through his nose to even get that done. So please and please, to succeed in life is just 3 steps. You can now add other things that I told you that success is not actually what it is with them, okay? Add them to this. If you have this in place, look for a template, study it, pay the cost. Whatsoever that I'm doing today, I pay the... Okay, I'm doing a YouTube lecture for you now. I learned it. This will not just jump on me because I shook my head 37 times. I learned how to put things like this together. Everything that you see displayed here, I learned them. It cost me money. It cost me time. It cost me energy. It cost me a lot. It cost me pleasure. While other of my friends are, enjoying themselves, I took out my time to invest my money. While others are going to club, no, I will not go and drink. I would rather take this money to learn a skill. And today, I can appear before you like one Superman, but that is not what it is. It is because I took these 3 steps. You must, in everything you will do in life, you want to succeed, identify a template, study it, and then begin to do what that template is doing. You will get the exact results. I believe this lecture has really helped someone out there, and I'm going to task you to just take the first step of doing research. What do you want to become? Identify 3 persons, 3 individuals, 3 institutions that carry exactly what you want to become. Give your time to study them. If you need to make payments to study them, go ahead and do it. If you need to inconvenience yourself to study them, go ahead and do it. And please, after studying them, begin to do exactly what they are doing. You will have the same results. You will have the same results. If you do what I do, you have my results. It is only when you don't know what I do, you can't do it. But when you study it and then you know it, you will command the same results that I command. I want to believe this has helped someone out there. And please don't drop the process. Be reminded you can't move from 1 to 3. It must be 1, 2, and then 3. Then there's the supernatural part of it, which is 4. And that is doing things that even what you have learned from is not doing. The truth of the matter is that if you cannot do what you have learned from is doing, it may be difficult for you to add your own touch. But if you can even do the first 3 steps, is it not okay? Oyedepo copied somebody elsewhere. He has a university that is functioning. The university now is growing to 2 or 3. Is that success not enough? Why do you want to do what does not exist? So please and please, guys, I believe I am talking to young people out there. Emulate the spirit. Copy this pattern. And then you will come back in no time to share your results with me. I know that God is going to help every one of us, all right, to be able to put this together and then make good out of it. Once again, I welcome you to Kayrand Impact Platform. You are free to share this particular, seminar with your friends. Copy the link and then share with your friends. Invite them to join the general Telegram group where we all meet. All right. So, and then I'll be glad to meet with all of you. The goal of this platform is to begin to change the mindset, to change the orientation of young people, so that they will not struggle the same way that we have struggled. They will make it faster, healthy, and more convenient in life. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And if you like this video, give it your thumbs up. If you have any question, please drop it on the comment section and I will pick them up and then attend to you appropriately. Enjoy yourself till I come your way another time. Bye for now.